Okay, so we're going to be talking about how to set up the Raspberry Pi that comes in the mail. So it comes in the mail, you're going to open up this box, and you're going to want to save the box. I'll just say that right away. There's going to be two power supplies right at the beginning here. There's going to be one that you use for your Raspberry Pi, and the other, it has something called a barrel jack, and that's going to be used to power the monitor. Now you're going to want to keep those things, right? And you're also going to have that remote control thing, but put that off to the side. Now in there's some bubble wrap. Take the bubble wrap out, and there's two things inside of that bubble wrap most likely. One of them is going to be a breadboard with a breakout on it. And the other thing, once you get through the tape and stuff, is going to be the Raspberry Pi in a static bag. Now take that out, and again, keep all the packaging, don't throw it out. And now this is your Raspberry Pi, the heart of this whole thing. So you're going to take the Raspberry Pi, and the idea is to actually take the ribbon cable, just like it's showing right here, and gently plug that into the breakout blue board thing right there. And you'll push it in slowly. You're going to need to use some force, but not a ton of force. Now in the breadboard where the breakout was, for shipping purposes, I also included 4 chips, and that was so their pins don't get bent. You're going to want to take all 4 of those out and store them in some sort of safe place. Are they expensive things? No, but you only got 1 of each of them, so you don't want to throw them out. Move them off, keep them happy and safe. Now also inside of here, below where the Raspberry Pi was, is a cheap computer monitor. Now these things are about 40 bucks. I shopped around. For budget purposes, got these things. Okay, they're basically just miniature monitors. For structural purposes, they're taped to some cardboard, so it looks really professional. All right. Now you don't want to take this thing off of the cardboard or remove the red tape, otherwise the cables can start getting nasty. In order to power the monitor, there's an HDMI cable, that thing right there. You're going to plug that into the Raspberry Pi. See, goes right there, along there, into the Raspberry Pi. If you actually want to use an external monitor, like you have your own nice monitor at home that's big, you can use it with the Raspberry Pi. I can post a real quick video about that, but really all you got to do is remove the red tape gently, pull the HDMI cable out, and plug that into your monitor. Now to power the little monitor right here, the one I've included for all of you, you're going to plug in the barrel jack, the round power plug, into the monitor. Take the plug, and plug it into the power supply like I didn't show right there. When that comes on, a no signal thing will come up, a blue background. That means it's not getting anything. And it's not getting anything because the Raspberry Pi is turned off. So our next task is actually to go and turn on the Raspberry Pi. So we can see the whole system. It looks really nice and pretty right now. So right there is the power plug, right there. It just focused. So you're going to take your Raspberry Pi power supply and plug it in. It's just a MicroUSB, what you'd use for a lot of Android phones. Now when you plug that in, a red LED is going to come on and usually some green blinking. After it starts up, there's this rainbow splash screen. Then the MOSTEC homepage is all there. So now the system is basically set up. Right here I'm showing the USB mouse and keyboard attached, as well as the Ethernet, the internet coming into the thing. You know the internet's working because it's green and flashing. That means it's actually, the little boxes of data are coming in. And then you have your USB mouse on top, your keyboard below. Any USB mouse and keyboard will work with this thing. So if you have one lying around, that's great. If not, hopefully you're filling out the peripheral survey so I know to mail you one. So you can see, look, oh man, the mouse is moving around. It's an actual standalone computer. That's so cool. It's just really nice. The background says MOSTEC. Also, you might notice on that screen there's a little H symbol in the upper right. That's because there's a protective covering over the screen. You can peel that off if you want. It's totally up to you. So a few additional things too. You can use the shipping box as a pretty convenient monitor stand. I would recommend you save the shipping box, so if you end up having to ship it back to us, you can do that easily. The 3.5, basically the audio out was that thing I just showed right there, and then the micro SD card must be plugged in. It can't be popped out. It has to look like that.